Hello, this is Professor C.P. Prakasam, former professor from International Institute for Population Sciences, Mumbai. I will be discussing about the SPSS data entry. Data entry. Data entry can be done. There are in the following procedures. There are three ways we can enter into the data. One is the direct data entry by using the Excel sheet in the SPSS, and another one is the import from the external databases such as Excel, DBase or any other external databases, and another one is to retrieve the stored data which is already in the .sav file format which SPSS accepted. Direct data entry method is used when the data is very small, that is the sample size is very small, or otherwise you can as well have as many as possible, but in the direct data entry, if it is entered in a small sample, it will be very convenient to directly transfer it, or in the Excel it will transfer it. For a large data entry, we can either import it or retrieve it, which is already stored in the SPSS format. We will initially discuss now data entry, direct data entry procedure into the SPSS. Here we will have a description how to enter direct data entry we will be showing here. First of all, from the data view, click variable view. In that variable view, you will find name, type, width, decimal, label, value, missing and all these things. Suppose I want to write the name of the state, therefore I will give the label as a state name I want to write, and what type of variable it is. Is it a numerical or is it a alpha and other things? Since the state names are the characteristics, then I will click. Then there is a string here. Then click that string. It will be occupied, and it will give how much width will be that. Then click here. Then you will get the width of that column. Then we will give the 14 characters. We can say, since it is a character, there is no decimal. And what is the label? Here label I will give as the state name. State name I will be giving it. And since the values are 0, missing values and all these things, that we will discuss later. And afterwards I am giving the antenatal care of that as variable name. Therefore I will write ANC. Then here, since it is numerical value or a string, then it is a numerical value. Then the how much width of the characters, there are 8 decimals are there. Therefore no decimal, 2 decimals are there. And what is the label here? Then mother receiving antenatal care. Antenatal care. Like that I will write that, and the values are from this variable view. Then I will go to the data view. In this data view, you can see on the top state name is already given. Then ANC gives the mother receiving antenatal care. Therefore here you will get the state name. You will put the state name, and then you can give the what is the value for that. Here I am giving as a value as a 80.40. Next I will give you, here you can increase the width of the column also. Then I will give the state name as a Bihar. Then I will give the value here as a 34.60. Similarly, I will give here Haryana. And then directly I can write this data set as a 63.20. So again you can go back to the variable view and add another variable also, that is fully immunized. Then full antenatal care I want to add here. Whether it is numeric or string, it is a numerical value, and data set is 8, and mothers having a full immunization or full ANC. I will write full ANC. I will write here like that. Then if I want to make some corrections here, you can see that state name, you can enhance it, or here mother receiving, I can correct it also here, then move. Instead of that, you once you enter into the data through direct data entry, you can view that data by using the data view. With this data view, you can identify whether it has been directly entered or not, or is there any observations which have been missed. You can also view the variable viewed of the data which is directly entered and check the characteristics or name and type of the variables, labels of the variables which have been entered through the direct data entry in the variable view. After direct data entry, you have to save the file into the SPSS format. How to save the file? Then in that case, go to the file menu and then click save as it is shown, and then you will get a sub menu. In that sub menu, you identify where the file has to be saved, and below that you can find a small .sav. It should be stored in the SAV format. By default, it will show save in the SAV format, but you check it and then click, it will be stored, and remember the path where it has been stored in that. The second procedure to transfer the data is from the Excel data sheet or the external databases. I will show you one example how to transfer the data which has been stored in the Excel sheet. First, enter the data in the Excel sheet. After entering that data, identify the range of the data in the Excel sheet. Here I have given one example that I will show you in the next slide, that it has stored from A1 to I13. That is, your data matrix is spread over A1 to I13. This is important to know that, so that this much information will be transferred into the SPSS database. You can see here, this is my Excel data. This I want to transfer to the SPSS. Here the first column will give you the variable name, that is the state, ANC, all this names is given, and next column will give you the state names and data will be given. Therefore, here you have to remember that what is the data matrix you want to transfer it. Whatever you give, the first line will be identified as a variables, and the other one will be identified as a data set. Now I will show you how to transfer data from the Excel sheet. For that, you press File, Open, and Data. Once you press the data, and it will ask that what to do. There is a submenu, Open Data. Then at the here you click and you press Excel here. That means you have to retrieve the Excel now. Identify where is your Excel data. I have stored Excel data, my survey data in the desktop. Therefore, you bring your cursor to the desktop, then click my survey data, and it will click open. Once you click open, you will get a submenu like this. Then, as we earlier discussed, then you identify the range of the observations, that is starting from A1 colon to I13. Once you are given the range of the data from the Excel sheet, then click OK. Once you click, you will get here entire information about the state, and click data view, you will find the entire your data set, as well as in the variable view you will get the variables except the labels. Then you write the labels here, that is name of the state and so on. Like that you can go on of the state. Like that it will be again A and C given, first A and C given, T A and C given. Like that you can transfer your Excel data into the SPSS. The third procedure is to retrieve the data which is stored in your computer by using .sav. For this purpose, open SPSS and identify the file location and click OK. Then here you can see that I have opened the SPSS. When you open the SPSS, you will get a sub menu like this. From this sub menu, you identify where is your, it will retrieve more files, otherwise last used files. You identify that and click OK, it will come. Suppose if it is not there, if it is not there in the sub menu, then say cancel, go to the file, open, then data, then you will get this sub menu. Directly you can transfer this into the SPSS spreadsheet, so that for further calculation it will be used. From this we got idea that how to enter data directly to SPSS and how to import the data from the external databases, or how to save the file into SAV and retrieve it. Therefore, if you want to open the data from whichever from the Excel, then there is a procedure is also there. Direct data entry, for that open SPSS, enter data on data view, give the variable description in the variable view, then you will get it. Import data, identify the data set in the Excel, that is the most important, that is the data matrix range. Then open SPSS, file, open data submenu will come, and file type you identify as Excel and give the range of the data set and say OK, it will be, and then save it. That is the most important thing. Directly also you can say that open SPSS and identify where is the .sav file which you required, and then click it, it will directly transfer it. Thank you very much. Please like it, share it, subscribe it, and press the subscribe button which is given below the presentation, and the ring the bell, which will be, you will be receiving the updates soon. Thank you very much.